she'd like to say?
Oh, are you kidding me? If I get started talking, I would stop.
Well, you know how I am.
I asked my wife, she says, she wrote me a little note here, and she said, see, she gives me signals, you know, she gives me this. That means, that means,
Now flip it over,
that
open
means
it
flip it over. And don't forget to tell about me.
Oh, you're a good caregiver. Great job. Susan, frontal, FTD, PPA. I live with my sister and her husband. Um, that has been a big adjustment me. Um, so when I hear care partners, mine are not the traditional care partners, and so I entertain myself, which could be interesting. I'm learning. I things like this, like Wayne say, sharing the the logic and the nonsense in this journey for the betterment of the people to understand what's happening. Uh, Even though every person's journey will be specific to them, there's a commonality amongst us. So in sharing that, the education can be provided, and the feedback from questions is really, it's such a wonderful give and take. I learn how they feel me, and I can help teach others from my perspective. Because that's one of the things that is so altered for me, is the perceptions of things are not always what I would have thought they were. Um, it's as though it comes in and it kind of jumbles before it settles, and I have to check. I've learned communication is key. There is what was a no stupid question, and there is no stupid answer. Where I feel the most stupid is when I have neglected to just voice what need. Because everyone, they can no be right, read mind, nor I theirs. So I am considered not unlike you, rather to the point, and I appreciate that come to me the way. I don't understand
Right.
this kind of dialogue. You'll lose me. So, I am rather to the point. I have pets that are, some people have iPhones that have ding a ding, time to do something. I have little dogs, and if they're moving, I must need to do something. So they're really great little companions. I live in a home with people that are very busy own lives. My children are living their lives. I wouldn't know have other on their way. I recognize as this evolve that I need help. There are times I really am confused, and I don't realize it till the mistake has already happened. And that's a kick in the chest. it really hurts. You think you're just sliding along, doing pretty darn good, and something bring tension. So having this support of those who understand it and those who may not be living it but can lend that hand need is imperative. We must remain a community for one another. Um,
And we want to understand it.
I know
And
you do.
You help so much.
I see the looks, face. It's usually know when I've opened mouth, insert foot, because I see the look, face, look. I'm like, oh, what did do now? So just half say, what did I do that would elicit look you? And you'll find in this circle the honesty gets very raw. Which is good. That is a positive thing. That is one of the gifts of diagnosis, is that people finally are forced almost to get very real, get very in the moment, you know? And so that's a good thing, and I cherish therefore the interactions we have amongst ourselves, because we're both, and I didn't come with instruction. It didn't. So we're learning as we go, and
No books.
you could read all of them, and you might find some things that say, oh, yeah, that looked familiar. But the emotions that go with those behaviors or those episodes, they can't write that in a book. I'm sorry, they just can't. And I want you to know that I can speak self. I see your struggle as care partners. And if I could do anything world to change that, I would. And I believe that all feel way. All of us feel that way. And so don't get too discouraged. We'll try not to. And just enjoy, live in the moment. Someone asked me other day, so Susan, what's your plan for the year coming? What? I may not know who you are tomorrow. I don't live that way now. I really live in the moment. I challenge myself with everything I do. I'm like, squirrel. I have such good intentions. You know if I speak. And so, those things of do. Well, yeah, I try. And some things very good. Others, I'm realizing. And it's okay. And it's okay for you. Some things say, I'm not as good as that as I thought would be. But who is? Who can help? And that is the community we have. I know I could call anytime. And someone would at least listen. And that, we all need that. So thank you guys. I know it's no easy. Thank you. I know it's no easy. But we're doing it. We're just living. Some can do.
And I'll say about Susan. Susan has been a great, asset to the Alzheimer's Association. She's spoken at our gala. She's did our gala. She's did our walk. She even, just like these type of presentations, she goes out and talks about what it's like living with the disease. That is very important. And so we want to we have, because of Susan, that's why Wayne is sitting where he is. So we want more people to help us change this stigma, help us get this awareness out. It's not going to change. It's just going to increase. More and more people are going to be diagnosed. Okay, and something that Susan didn't say. This Susan and I, we didn't have a long day today. Susan also does a support, not only a support group that she goes to, she does a support group online. Okay, Susan also swims. Susan does a lot of things that she didn't talk about. I guess she's being modest tonight. But yeah, Susan is, yeah.
Very tired.
Yeah,
I apologize.
okay. You okay?
There are online support groups where we mentor newly diagnosed that are trying to wade through the information network of what was I just told does that mean. And it is by and for those with a diagnosis. So that's a really good resource. And a great peer-to-peer support online in the comfort home. Many can no drive. So if you're computer literate, you can join in a Skype or Zoom type chat room 24/7 hours a day from people internationally. It's really a great group of people. I urge anybody to go to dementiamentors.org where you can look at videos, 3-minute videos by those of us with diagnosed for helpful tips for bathing, medication reminders, how to talk your family, how you feel. And nothing is taboo. And it's really nice. So I encourage anybody, check out. It may be a resource to you. You never know.
So before we go to Barb,
Susan also started the Memory Cafe.
That's
very, very
yes,
good.
thank you. And
Yeah.
home we have, and Barb, if you're
Yes.
not there next time, I'm
Yes,
pinching you.
go on.
We have, I really credit brother-in-law. I have terrible function plan skill. He is the brain behind that baby.
Mhm.
And people come for social. We have some hors d'oeuvres. Those diagnosed stay downstairs where we just visit and
laugh a lot.
and laugh and some music, whatever the flow. There's no ABC to. We just glad there be. Care partners upstairs where you can visit amongst self. And once time, month due, and that having over again face, we all still wear name tags. We do, still, but it's that repetitiveness that come doing in a positive way with no expectation. Just show up, have a chat with people who get it. And it's like our support group there. It's just real nice where you
Very
can
nice.
be with people who understand what's going on.
and so before we go to Barbara, I do want to say that Susan just came from Oklahoma City. She was part of our Aware, which is a fundraiser we do for the babies, because as we know, women live longer than men. And so it increases our chances of developing the disease. And so that was one of the reasons why Susan is tired like me. And also, Susan is our early stage peer-to-peer outreach coordinator, that she makes calls sometimes to those who have the disease. And just like Susan was pointing at Gary and Wayne, it's so important that they're speaking with someone who is living the living with this disease, as opposed to the Alzheimer's Association. She know how to contact me if she need me. She know how to get a hold of her brother-in-law or her sister if she want them. She knows exactly who she wants to talk to, and that's who she calls. So with that, thank you, Susan.